Hey guys, so I have allergies today. I woke up and my eyes were all itchy, and I took an allergy pill, and I just been blowing my nose throughout the whole freaking day. Um, so yeah, not good. I either have allergies. I'm leaning towards allergies because I woke up with really itchy eyes. Alternatively, maybe I just caught a cold because yesterday I didn't have a jacket on. I had that little thin flannel. So anyway, anyway, I wanted to just give you a little update about my arm. Here's how my arm looks like right now. It looks just like how you see it. You see like that one little dot in the middle that's a little darker. But other than that, my skin looks like it's recovering. I'm really happy about it. I haven't put any bandages on it. As I shared with you guys, I actually found that I'm the bandage actually irritated my skin. So I had this line of dots right where the adhesive was, and it kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So I stopped using the Band-Aid, and yeah, I still use that Evolisten, that CBD balm, Evolsin, CBD balm that Libor sent, 250 milligrams of CBD, and I'm still taking that 5,000 milligrams of vitamin D3, 125 milligrams of zinc, and more importantly, in my opinion, I'm not on keto anymore. So antifungal, don't think that was it. I don't think it was a bacteria thing. I really just think I was having some side effects from keto rash. Either that or maybe the D3 or the zinc did something, but it is clearing up. I am happy. I still have like a little bit on my back and I still have a little bit on my leg, but it's not spreading, which is really important. I'm still wearing 100% cotton. So I've been focused on moisturizing because one thing that I learned about this whole ordeal is you gotta freaking moisturize your skin. People were saying that if you have like skin irritation or like eczema and you don't moisturize, it gets worse, right? So if you guys remember my community post that I was sharing, I shared with you guys when I was just applying that antifungal on there, I wasn't moisturizing, my skin actually cracked and bled. So I immediately stopped that and I said, hey, yeah, I gotta go on this like freaking moisturizing balm. So I know I sound like I'm shilling this Evolsin, Evolsin. It's made in Germany, but the main ingredient seems to be argan oil, mango butter, beeswax, chamomile, shea butter, coconut oil, and 250 milligrams of CBD. This stuff is great. It's a little greasy, but it's really soft. It's almost like putting butter on your skin. I truly, truly like this stuff. And it's much better than the lotions that I was using for sure. The other lotions that I was using, it kind of sits on the skin, has that like white mark. It doesn't, I don't feel like it was penetrating. So I was looking into it, and yeah, ever since then I got into the whole habit of moisturizing because I thought, well, I don't want to end up with skin that's bleeding because of lack of moisture. So today I was making a batch of body lotion, a body lotion bar, and it's made out of tallow, shea butter, cocoa butter. I forgot to add in, what did I forget to add in? I wanted to add in like sea buckthorn oil, but I forgot to add that one in. And then beeswax. So pretty simple stuff, but I'm testing it, and I know you guys are like, oh my gosh, you sound like you have a cold. Yeah, my nose is just going crazy right now, but I was testing it and I realized, like, holy crap, Erica, you don't have any freaking space to really test this because my arms and my legs and my chest are all moisturized. My neck and my face is moisturized. I wouldn't put anything like cocoa butter on my face because I read that it's comedogenic, so it can clog pores. I feel like for this kind of stuff, it's good for an all-over body. So instead of using like a rub-on lotion, I want to see how this works. You guys know I'm a big fan of using tallow as well. Beef tallow, grass-fed beef tallow. It doesn't smell. And yeah, so here is something that I was reading about for wrinkles, and check this out. So you guys know I'm trying to avoid the wrinkles. Eventually I'm gonna get some wrinkles, but yeah, let's read this over here. See, so wrinkles. Everybody knows what wrinkles. They're lines and creases that form in the skin, right? And sometimes you see people with really deep wrinkles, and you get it as you get older, right? Look at this: decreased production of natural oils dry your skin, make it appear more wrinkled, and then of course you lose some fats as well in your skin. You know, less buoyancy. And look, how to prevent it. Of course, stay out of the sun. You guys know, like, I stay out of the sun so much. That's one of the factors that made me think, like, shit, I really got to take the vitamin D3. Moisturize. But look at this. Moisturize. Don't smoke. Eat a healthy diet for sure. So moisturizing, look at this. Dry skin shrivels plump skin cells, which can lead to premature fine line and wrinkles. Moisturizing traps water in your skin, which helps mask tiny lines and creases. It may take a few weeks of regular use of the product before you notice any improvement in your skin. So the reason why I started going down the whole serum route and moisturizing route and the whole skincare stuff is because I looked in the mirror one day and I thought, holy crap, I have like a fine line on my forehead, and it was just one. And I notice it like sometimes if I raise my eyebrows, and I know some people will be like, "Are you too hyper focused on it?" But hear me out. I never noticed it before, so that kicked me up on high drive. I was like, "Crap, Erica! Now you really have to start thinking about your skincare because yes, it's just one line, but make sure you tackle it, right?" So ever since then, I've been trying all these serums and um, moisturizers as well. I don't have any problem with it, but I feel like I haven't made a great batch where I can confidently say like this is it. So that's why I keep doing this kind of stuff. So let's find over here. Does moisturizing actually prevent wrinkles? So this is, look at this. This was actually part of a course website and blog for the fall 2016 of Penn State, I don't know what SC 200 course is. So this person was talking about this stuff, right? And they were saying that, yeah, it's to prevent dry and oily skin after it's been cleaned. Also prevents tearing or bruising. And as you guys saw before, right, it helps make the wrinkle less deep because it kind of plumps up the skin, right? But it's only temporary. So here's the thing. When I use a moisturizer for my face, like I don't use a serum all over my body. I use a serum on my face, and then afterwards, I use it on my face, my neck, and my chest, the décolleté area. And then for the rest of my body, like my arms, the back of the hands, the legs, then I like to moisturize because I find that I don't know if you guys have ever heard this, but they talk about like some women looking kind of dry or some women looking kind of ashy, if you guys get my drift. I used to actually not care about that kind of stuff. And when I started like really looking at my skin, I said, "Holy crap, the back of my freaking elbows are kind of dry looking." So it made me kind of aware, like, yeah, you gotta moisturize your feet, you gotta moisturize your elbows, just as much areas as you can think of, because if you don't moisturize, then yeah, you're dry. It just doesn't look good, and I don't want to have I don't want to have like some crappy looking elbow skin. I know some people will be like, Erica, like really nobody pays it. No, I think if you're gonna moisturize your body, you might as well just make sure you do the elbows, knees, and feet as well. So look at this. There was a study done. And look at this. They said that they observed that wrinkles can be delayed by daily protection of the skin with moisturizer and sunscreen. So moisturizing doesn't get rid of wrinkles, but it can improve and prevent them. See? So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Like, I know a lot of people might not focus on moisturizing. You might think like, oh, what you should buy is just an expensive serum and just put on your face and that's it. But you gotta think about like the whole picture, right? The whole picture is you don't want just your face looking youthful. You want your neck looking youthful. You want your chest looking youthful. You should put serum on the back of your hands too. I almost forgot that. Back of the hands. And just moisturize all over the body. I think it's kind of cost prohibitive to put serum all over your body. So I just use lotion on my body, and that's it, or a lotion bar all over my body, and I'm pretty good with that. So I wanted to share this thing with you. You guys can check it out later on. And let's see. Oh yeah, you guys can't click on this. But just keep that in mind, this part over here, right? Moisturizer, sunscreen, and in my opinion, also use a serum too. So I like to put a serum on first, wait about 15 minutes, and then I'll put on some sort of moisturizer on top. So for my face, I like using like some kind of tallow balm mixture. And then for my face, my neck, and my hands, I like to use like serum and then put tallow on top of it. And then for the rest of my body, I just like using some sort of like lotion bar. So lotion bars, if you guys decide to make it, I highly suggest don't make a lotion bar. Just here, let me show you guys this one. I know most of you guys just buy your lotion bar. I mean, most of you guys would just buy lotion like Jergens or Nivea. But some people buy lotion bars. I made a few lotion bars. I did not like these, and I'll tell you why I don't like these. Because if you have to do something like your leg, you don't want to grab the lotion bar, in my opinion, and then get it all like, you know, over moisturize your hands, right? So it's much better to put it in, or like even a tin. Like I couldn't understand it. Like I know people sell this online or sell it on Etsy, but I cannot understand like how are people going to do wide areas, just like grabbing this one freaking lotion bar, keep scrubbing it on your, or just keep gliding it over your arm, and then what, you're gonna get your hands greasy, and then you gotta like also glide over your legs or the back of your arms, and so I would recommend, if anybody is making a lotion bar, get one that's in a deodorant stick, because this stuff, it's really nice. You don't have to, you know, over grease your hands. It's like swiping deodorant over your body, but it's not deodorant. It's a lotion bar. So all these people who make these bars, I can't understand it. I can't understand it. I made a bar. I thought it was going to be great, and then I realized, like, yeah, I don't like lotion bars. I like them truly in a deodorant stick. So I had one lying around. I threw it in the dishwasher, cleaned it, and I was like, okay, this is going to be my little tester deodorant, no, my little lotion bar stick. And so far, it's been okay. It's been okay. So the stuff that I say, I also like keep in mind about stuff, how they treat eczema. So look at this. So eczema, as you guys know, is when you have like skin irritation on your skin, and sometimes it gets inflamed, sometimes it weeps. If you guys have been following my channel, you guys will also know that I shared with you guys some pictures. My arm was inflamed, it was leaking like this kind of yellowy liquid, and I was like in a battle of moisturizing. Seriously, like you have to really moisturize your skin. And some people say that they're just, you know, they always think about moisture and non-irritating. So even if you don't have eczema, my opinion is you guys should look into how, like, treating your skin as if you have eczema, because it's not bad at all. So what they do is that the whole focus about this is that you want to make sure that you don't irritate your skin and you have the moisture levels intact, right? So look at this. People living with eczema have a damaged skin barrier, which makes their skin more sensitive to irritants, allergens, and bacteria. A damaged skin barrier also makes the skin harder to retain water, leading to dry, itchy skin, which causes the flare to get worse. And if you guys remember my community post, my skin was definitely damaged, definitely irritated. It is recovering right now. My skin looks much better. There's like a small patch that kind of still looks like alligator skin, but it just improves. Like I look at it over time, and it's just getting better and better and better, less bumpy, and yeah, I'm really happy about it. So here was something that really stood out to me. So they say, yeah, when you apply a thick layer of moisturizer all over your skin within 3 minutes of bathing or showering to lock in the moisture. Now, I don't know about you guys, but for me, I always thought like you just moisturize when your skin feels dry. No, the time you should do it is after you get out of the shower when your skin is wet. So this was like a wake-up call for me. Like maybe this is common sense for you, but I really did not know this. Look at this. So water is an effective way to put moisture back into the skin, but only if you use lukewarm, not hot water. Avoid scrubbing and applying a moisturizer. Avoid scrubbing and apply a moisturizer within 3 minutes of bathing or showering. This last step is very important. If you don't moisturize immediately afterwards, the moisture of your skin will evaporate and may cause a rebound effect, making the skin even more dry. So, even if you don't have eczema, right, keep this in mind. Let's say you get out of the shower, right, you take a hot shower, you dry off, and you think, oh, okay, you know, my skin should be fine. If you don't moisturize, right, yeah, see, it's like your skin could get even more drier. So very, very, very important to I immediately do that. Like once I step out of the shower, the first thing I do is I like pat my face, pat my arm, and I just like put on moisturizer. And then afterwards, right, then I focus. So the first thing I focus on is my arm for obvious reasons. And then my face, I'll put on a serum first for my face, and then my neck, and then my chest. And then after 15 minutes, I will put a tallow balm on my face and then on my chest. And then in between the 15 minutes, right? Because I usually wait about 15 minutes. I will use a lotion bar and just put it all over my body. So yeah, it takes me about, I would say, 20 minutes to just feel like I have everything on par, right? Moisturizing, tallow bar, serum, yeah, tallow balm on top of that. And when I get out of the shower, I am freaking moisturized. Definitely. So yeah, see that? So you gotta make sure you pick up a moisturizer that does not irritate your skin. So for people with eczema, they always say go for fragrance and dye free is the way to go. I used to think, right, before this, I used to think, like, don't you want the one that smells really nice? Don't you want the one that has, let's say, perfume in it? Or, you know, when you get, like, the hand soaps that has, like, Bath and Body Works, it's, like, all sorts of, like, lemon smell or sugar cookie smell. Right, I don't want that anymore. I really don't want that anymore. Now, after you have, like, skin irritation, if you guys end up with skin irritation, 100%, you don't want to like think, oh crap, I wonder if my body wash is causing me to have irritation. So yeah, I changed my soaps as well. I've been using, what was it, Dove? Let me check. What do I have to use? Dove Sensitive Skin Unscented Bar Soap. So I've been using this on my body. It's you can buy it online on Amazon, but I believe it's cheaper in stores, so you might want to do price comparison. And this one, people say they spoke to their dermatologist, and they said that allegedly, right? Allegedly, they say it's better to use a bar soap for your skin rather than a wash, because the wash could have certain irritants in there, or like certain filler stuff. So yeah, they recommend using a bar soap. And I was like, okay, well, if people with eczema recommend that, right, if people go to the dermatologist and that's what their dermatologist recommended, then I'm going to follow that as well. And I haven't had any issue with this. I think I'm going to use the bar soap for the foreseeable future. I like it because it's small, and you know, the packaging, I could throw that in the recycle bin. I'm not a real big fan of using liquid soaps, but yeah, so I had to make that change to that. And look at this. So yeah, see, they say prevent contamination by using a clean implement rather than your hands. So you remember the lotion bar that I was showing you guys? Yeah, if you touch that stuff, I mean, you're getting freaking you're constantly touching this thing with your bare hands and then rubbing it on your body, and I just don't like holding a lotion bar. Truly. So yeah, go for the ones, like I said, in a deodorant stick. That's more hygienic, in my opinion. See, like this. See, so yeah, you rub it like a deodorant stick, and then you just rub that over your body, and then afterwards you're done. you can just put the cap on it and put it back on the shelf. You don't have to deal with overtly greasy hands. And if you're traveling, right, it's like, oh, you want to bring your moisturizer? Just bring your little lotion bar, your stick with you, and ta-da! So upside about that is it's very, very portable, and you don't have to think about buying the stupid travel size for that. You can get a smaller lotion bar, like the one that I have. Well, the deodorant, the one that I'm reusing is like 1.58 ounces. So I kind of like that size. It's kind of nice, but some people, if they make their own lotion bar, they want a bigger one. They might go for, what is it, the standard 3-ounce size. But yeah, like I said, I would suggest deodorant stick. Deodorant stick is the way. I don't want anybody over here making a lotion bar with these cute little hearts and then saying like, oh, okay, and then you're putting it on your body and like, oh, geez, now I gotta put in a tin, and whenever I pick it up, my hands get feel greasy or something like that. It's just, and let's see over here, and I think that's it. Yeah, so. Okay, this other thing too, you know how they talked about products that such as petroleum jelly or mineral oil? Okay, my experience with this, okay, and I think we can safely say that I most likely had keto rash and not eczema. My experience with this is when I tried to put petroleum jelly on my skin went haywire. So I would not actually recommend using petroleum jelly. That's just my opinion. I rather use something. And I know I'm going to be shilling this freaking thing again. Anybody who's like outside of Germany is going to be like, damn it, Erica, damn it. This is what I've been using. But I'm sure that if you wanted to, you could make, if you wanted to, you could get something pretty, so, hold on, Evolution. Where is it? Hold up. Damn you, DuckDuckGo. Yeah, so this is what I've been using, this thing. It's a CBD balm. Let's see if we can click on this thing. Where is that website? If Libor's looking at this, he's probably like, oh, Erica. I'm like, yes, I'm trying to, let's see, English website. I'm trying to get to this website. I don't want to look at fractures. Where'd he go? Where's the company name? Okay, there we go. Right? See, I'm not looking for evolution. I'm looking for evolution. Evolution. Balsam. I think I have to type in ball. Oh yeah, I have to type in balsam. Do you have English? No. Okay, so I'll tell you, like I said, I'll tell you what's inside of it. It has argan oil, mango butter, beeswax, chamomile, shea butter, coconut oil, and CBD. And I like it because like I said, my skin can still breathe. And if I feel like I put petroleum jelly, it just kind of like, I don't like it. I don't even like putting petroleum jelly on my skin. I used to use like, you know what I noticed? Like I used to put Aquaphor or one of those healing ointments on my skin, which was petroleum jelly based, because I thought like, oh, what is more moisturizing than that? And I found out my skin on my lips were actually much worse when I used to use that. So I prefer to use things like beeswax instead, or beeswax, coconut oil, um, yeah, anything, anything except freaking petroleum jelly or mineral oil is I think preferable to petroleum jelly. Like that just no, I wouldn't go with petroleum jelly. So see this. So I believe that cream that I told you guys about, I believe it's a skin barrier cream. I know that it's something like it creates, like, it allows oxygen to go through or promotes healing. I don't know how it works truly, but my skin's getting better. Again, it might not just be the cream. It's just something like I prefer to use. But big one is me, in my opinion, increasing my carbs plus supplementing as well. It has to be one of the vitamin D3, the zinc, and me upping my carbs. And I'm kind of leaning towards the carb intake because I showed you guys studies where some people, they were supplementing, they were putting steroid creams, and their skin was still crappy because they didn't get off keto. Especially Asians. Asians really suffer doing that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna read chat really quickly over here. Oh no, Libra, I'm good actually. I think that I really have this under control. I really have to thank you for this because so many creams in the United States, it's like that, how would I say? It's like that white lotion cream and just kind of stays on, or it's like, but this one, it's really nice. Like, if you guys have never tried mango butter, I've never tried mango butter in anything before, but it's really soothing. It's My skin was very, very happy. So for any of you guys in Germany, you are very lucky to have this kind of stuff. I hope that in the United States people have something similar to it, but I don't know what would be similar. I think it would be, I think that, yeah, maybe the 250 milligrams of CBD makes a big difference, but yeah, more people need to have access to this stuff. Oh, oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm not afraid of needles. Like, needles is not scary to me. It's just, for me, it's just like I kind of think like, man, I wanna like just wait it out or see if anybody has side effects a little longer. That's all. But I'm definitely not, anti you know what. It's just that I kind of think like, man, I just want to see in case I have any, if anybody I know has complications. Yeah, yeah. So you know what? Some people. Okay, so catalytics and how about pure coconut oil? From what I read, for people who have eczema, some people react negatively to coconut oil. So for me personally, I think coconut oil. Also, coconut oil is comedogenic. So if you put it on your face, it can cause you to break out. So I don't like using coconut oil except maybe for a lip balm, or maybe like a, yeah, that's it. Maybe like a lip balm, or maybe like if you want to use like a dual purpose like eye cream or so. But I wouldn't put it all over my face. I wouldn't put it all over my body, and that's just my preference. I think you can use other oils instead. You could use something like apricot oil or sunflower oil or sweet almond oil instead. There's also argan oil or jojoba oil. I mean, so many freaking oils out there. But yeah, I just didn't want to risk that. I didn't want to deal with skin irritation, so I'm not using coconut oil, except for like using as a lip balm or maybe like an eye cream. But definitely not a lip on my face. Oh, Yeah, so Catalytic, if you see that, you would, yeah, if you try this balm, I can't say, of course, I can't say if it works for anybody, but it seems very soothing on the skin, and it's nice because it just melts in there. It doesn't feel like it's suffocating your skin. It doesn't feel like it's just sitting on top of your skin, and if you put it on, right, it just seems like yeah, it's just like helping. That's the best way I can describe it. So I've been working on, I've been just putting that stuff on. I do know that some people recommend using black cumin oil for eczema flares up or for keto rash as well. So I've been testing that on my leg to see how that goes. It's a really small patch, so if that doesn't work, then I can go back over to the CBD balm. But I've just been kind of doing self-experimentation on myself. I would recommend if anybody has eczema or sensitive skin, this is what I found out the hard way. Like, don't wear synthetic clothing. You guys know, like, a lot of clothing has synthetics. Right now, I'm limited to wearing 100% cotton or 100% linen. I haven't tried silk yet. I keep saying I'm going to try the silk because I have a silk shirt in the closet, but I just always go with my go-to cotton shirt. But even then, here's the funny thing, right? So even some cotton shirts, depending on how the collar is, like the neckline, like I have to change the shirt because like even the collar, depending on how it's sewn in the inside, can irritate my skin. So yeah, just all sorts of things. I've had this like incredible learning experience because of my skin issue, and I can't wait. I shouldn't say this, but like I can't wait till my skin turns normal, and then I can go and wear other clothes rather than t-shirts or long sleeves. But it's a step in the right direction. I think at nighttime though, most likely I'm gonna stay wearing natural fibers like cotton, linen, 100% cotton, 100% linen, or maybe like a silk. I keep saying I'll try the silk, but I keep forgetting it. Because it makes up a good point, right? If I'm sleeping at night, I'm underneath covers, I really don't want my skin irritated while I sleep for 8 hours. If I'm outside, right, and let's say I'm wearing like a dress or something, I'm only going to be out for maybe a couple hours at a time. Or, right, it's not going to be like prolonged exposure where I feel like I'm moving around constantly in a synthetic. So, or, I mean, like if I'm exercising, actually, that would be different. Like if you were running, but I don't run. So, yeah, I want to limit my how long I wear synthetics moving forward because I feel like, man, if my skin was reacting the way it was, and that's just my skin being in an irritated state, does that mean that if my skin wasn't so sensitive as it is now, then there's actually secretly irritation, but I just, it just doesn't recognize it? That's something that's kind of like in the back of my head. It really like laughs with me, so. I'm very grateful and I'm very happy that I'm getting better, but yeah, there's just so many things that I learned from this experience, and it's not behind me 100%. Like, I'm still have a little flare up, but it isn't affecting my quality of life nearly as much as before. I think about it a little bit, I see it, it's getting better. Yeah, like the patch on my leg's a little itchy, but it's not like I'm miserable. It's not like I'm scratching at it. It's not like it's, out of control or I don't see any hope. So that's the difference. Like I see it now, it's like I think I'm totally gonna have this under control. And if it gets worse, then tell me up the carbs, Erica, or yeah, or see if what it is. But at least right now, I feel like I have a base that's getting better, and that's so important to me. Oh, yeah, but I don't know exactly what it is. I know some people were telling me, "Oh, you should test it out one by one and see if it makes a difference." To be honest with you, I didn't want to live with this for like the next 3 months, right? Like let's say I only use the cream, right? And then I try it for a month, it doesn't get better. And then afterwards I add the vitamin D3, right? And then I try it and it doesn't get better. And then I add the zinc in there. It's like I just didn't see the point to it. I was like, you know what, this is so irritating. This is so out of control. I was crying over it, as you guys know. I was so frustrated that I was like, you know what, screw it. Let's just tackle this all at once. Change, add the supplements, add the cream, get off keto, and it's Who knows? But I'm not gonna stop taking the vitamin D3 at the level at the level it is right now. Right now, I'm taking 5,000 milligrams a day. Once this thing goes away, then I'll cut back to 1,000. Not milligrams, IU's a day. Yeah, instead of 5,000 milligrams, it's actually 5,000 IU. And yeah, once this whole thing goes away, then I'll cut back to 1,000 IU. If it gets worse, then we'll see. You know, do I have to up it? Is it my carbs? But that's much more manageable than not finding a way. So for Asians, right? Okay, let me show you this, guys. So for anybody who hasn't seen this part again, seriously, it is not good for, in my opinion, it's not good for Asians to go on keto. Like, it is freaking terrible for an Asian to go on keto because you will end up with some really bad rash. And if you are female, you are more susceptible to getting keto rash. It's the Asian. Let's see over here. Was this the link? Parenting? No, this wasn't the link. Look at this. It is found that it affects women more than men. It can occur in anyone, but it's commonly found amongst Asian women. Like, this is not something that's spoken about. And if I had known that, yeah, I was more susceptible to keto rash early on, I would have instantly stopped keto way earlier and said, okay, instead of like lowering down my carbs because I was so phobic about irritations, right? Like, yeah, maybe I should up my carbs instead. I still cut down eggs, so I haven't I haven't put in eggs. I'm trying to restrict eggs mostly from my diet until it gets better. Some people with eczema are actually allergic to eggs, so you can kind of see what I'm doing. It's like, let's see. Yeah, see, look at that. How to alleviate it. Give it time. Eat more carbohydrates. Trying to limit. Oh my God, I tried to eliminate everything. Look at this. Try to look at all the foods that can trigger allergies: dairy, eggs, fish, shellfish, tree nuts, peanuts. So while I was trying to remove a lot of this stuff, right, it's like I was just going more and more keto because I thought like, okay, now I can't eat eggs. Now I got to eat more meat. Or now I can't have dairy. Yeah, let me fill up on more eggs. It's just it's hard to figure out like what exactly you should go to. Let's see. Study. I think it was Hawaii, right? There was a study here. So some people, they say that, look at this, the ketone bodies may remain around the blood vessels and cause perivascular inflammation. So some people say that, yeah, if you go on keto and you end up with keto rash, what's actually happening is you're getting inflammation, and I'm all about like lowering my inflammation. So I truly do not want to, like, look at this stuff, you guys. Freaking itchy as hell. Keto rash in 2 American women. Look, oh my goodness. Yeah, so when I decided to stop keto, I was actually getting this rash on my torso, like on my stomach area, my chest and my stomach. And I have something on my back, but I think it's off on the side. Let's see. Oh, I can't find it. Yeah, I can't find it. Actually, let me check this out. 43 years old. Was this it? Let's check. Where's the study? So the thing that surprised me about the keto rash is I wasn't eating that much meat in my opinion. I was eating about 1.5 pounds of meat a week. So, I mean, like some people mentioned bile salts, and I was like, how you're telling me my body cannot digest 1.5 pounds of meat a week? Like that's ridiculous. Like I refuse to believe I had some sort of digestion issue because I wasn't getting any stomach issues at all. Okay, so here we go. I think this was it. Yeah, so this is the woman, right? So she tried all these things. Look, Chinese American woman trying all this stuff. See, her carbohydrate was only 20 grams a day, but she was eating pretty damn healthy, right? Egg, sausage, coffee with cream, MCT. That's a total keto thing to do. Avocado, turkey, beef, sugar-free ice cream, right? And yeah, so she ended up with keto rash. And yeah, see the whole exercise thing. Yeah, so when I sweat, my chest gets irritated. It gets more itchy with that. And so she took antibiotics, she took topical steroids, she tried elimination, and it was unsuccessful. Unsuccessful. What she had to do is she had to up her carbs, and once she upgraded her carbs, it went away. It went away. So just going to the dermatologist, getting a topical steroid is not going to help. At least not for this woman. And I didn't believe it was going to help for me. And then here's that 18-year-old man. So see this? So again, he had to increase his carbohydrate intake too. Like C looks freaking terrible, man. Like like for me, right? I would say my skin was like looking like B. I can't imagine how bad it must have been itching for C. Like you want to rip your skin off if it's like at C. So yeah, people in my opinion need to talk about this stuff. Like people who get off keto, if they have that keto rash, it's not like depending on how you react to it, it's not so easy to just continue on. Like you're itching all throughout the day. You can't work out cuz sweat makes you irritated. And it's like you can't even focus cuz you're so itchy, your skin is weeping, your skin is oozing. It's like, "Oh my gosh." Who knows? I don't know. 20 grams of carbs is considered to be into keto. If you're at 50 grams, then you're borderline out of ketosis. So both of these people were in keto. Let's see over here. See, see, he was discharged on the day of the third three of the diet in ketosis. So this guy was in ketosis, and then this woman, she was in keto for 3 weeks. See, so 20 grams a day keto. That I mean, you're already in ketosis. And I've mentioned before, like the scary thing about keto rash is you can be on the diet for about a year and then break out in keto rash. So don't think just because you've been doing it for 2 months, it's like you're never going to get keto rash. And then once you get keto rash, right? It's like, what do you have to do? Then you go looking for all these like cures for it. You're like, okay, let me get this, and let me get this, and let me apply this. You're just chasing. Ah, it's mostly the argan oil. I'm showering daily. Yeah, and I'm just going with a balanced diet. So I'm eating my carbs and I should, it's funny because it's like I was telling myself like go on low carb, go on low carb. So sometimes when I eat carbs, I feel a little guilty. But I look at my arm like a day after, it's like 2 days later. I'm like, oh, my arm's getting better. Okay, I'm gonna eat more carbs. I love carbs. I did not have this problem while I was in Hawaii. Did not. Absolutely did not. No. Yeah, it's just like some people, like I said, some people work very well going on the keto diet, but for me, I tried. I really did try, but I don't know if I would want to go back on the keto diet. I don't think I will, to be honest. Like the more I think about it, it's like I don't want to go on a diet and then constantly worry like what if I start having a flare up? Because when it does flare up, like it hits you hard and freaking fast. Like look at this guy, right? Look at this guy. You see? Like day 9, right? A is day 9, B is day 12, 3 days later, C is day 14. And then from there you're like, frick, okay, I gotta do something about it. It's like 5 days, it just progressively gets worse. That's scary. That is super scary. And I really don't think my body should have been so pissed off at me just cutting down my carbs, but there's something about carbs that I think my body really likes. And if I take that away, um, it just throws things off balance, and I don't want to repeat this experience again, for sure. Keto doesn't give Asian rashes. You know what? I'm gonna link you this. Both of these are Asians. You guys can look it up too. And multiple websites show that yeah, Asians are more susceptible to keto rash. Look over here. Some people are more likely to develop the keto rash, the rash more than others. Is actually seen most often in Asian women in their 20s and 30s, according to the same literature review. And I so happen to be in my 30s and coincidentally Asian. And my skin's getting better when I increase the carbs. No, Adrian, I'm not going to treat it as a non-diet related because it's like I see so many similarities, and the fact that it's just it cleared up once like here's the thing, I didn't have this only for like a couple days. I've actually been dealing with this for quite some time, but it got dramatically worse when I started locking down on my diet. So I'm not going to go against the study. So two websites already stated this, right? Not just this website, not just Women's Health Mag, but also a medical, look at this, U.S. National Library Medicine. This isn't a scam site. This is actually legit study done in 2018. So there was actually look at this. Where is it? Yeah, this isn't the only study. There's been a few studies too talking about it, but this is the one that stood out to me because it had pictures, and then it also said, this is exactly what the person was eating. Have you ever gone on the keto diet, Adrian? Have you ever heard about anybody going in the keto rash? Because keto rash is spoken about. It's not just these two websites. You can look on Google and people talk about having the keto rash. You can look on Reddit and people talk about having the keto rash. And some people, some people work with keto, but other people don't. But because of my experience and because of what's going on, yeah, I just feel like, oh, just very eye-opening thing to me. So anybody who I know is Asian, especially Asian, I will definitely tell them, like, yeah, if you get up some itchy marks or have some sort of skin disruption and coincidentally you happen to be low carb, just something to think in the back of your mind. Yeah, regular food won't hurt me. Regular food won't hurt me in moderation, but it depends what the regular food is, right? Like it's not like I was doing calorie restriction or anything like that. I really just wanted to eat a healthier diet, and I felt the best on keto. But if I have inflammation from keto, then that tells me I should stop my keto diet, and that's what I did. And I'm back to I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna be a lower carbohydrate, but high enough so I stay out of ketosis, and that's the way I'm gonna be probably going at it. I don't want to go too low carb and then end up with this issue again because this is just too much time out of my day and too much mental stress dealing with it. Yeah, so this has been a pretty long stream. I will talk to you guys later. Oh my goodness, 51 minutes. And yeah, wrapping it up, highly suggest look up eczema and treat your skin as if you have eczema. I know this sounds crazy, right? But hear me out, right? It's better to treat your skin as if you have sensitive skin than put harsh stuff on there. And then you find out in the future your skin is reacting negatively to it. And then you have to backtrack and get like the sensitive skin stuff. I don't really see any dangerous thing. This is just me. Like I don't see any bad thing about getting stuff that's meant for sensitive skin. Like it's less irritating. And I feel like skin shouldn't be irritated. The skin should just kind of be gently cleansed or gently moisturized. That's it. So yeah, you guys take care.